That's my computer.
What?
My computer?
I think that's Marty trying to connect to the internet.
Sorry, guys, we're having a little trouble right now. Apparently, AOL has been disconnected, kind of like JD's brain.
No more. I have too many tabs open, that's for sure.
That's what we that's what we heard this week. No more dial-up. No more AOL.
I just want to know who uses AOL still. Like, is it like those people that plan for like zombie apocalypse and stuff like that? I mean, who uses dial-up now? You can't even watch decently. I mean,
Marty, I married a German. That's all she allows is dial-up because it's like 2 cents a month or something.
I forgot about that.
Money, so.
But doesn't it still, didn't it, like, you guys remember, I was watching Gutfeld last night, and Tyra's talking about how when he was younger, his phone bill was so expensive because you get on dial-up and you're like, you got mail, and you're like, get all excited, unless you didn't get mail, then you get depressed, because nobody loves you.
Well, darn, what am I going to do?
But his phone bill was so high, so y'all remember that AOL actually, like, charged your phone bill. So as a kid, you're, like, on there, like, constantly searching it, and you're supposed to use it for, like, because you don't want to use the Encyclopedia Britannicas anymore. Did I just bring back? I'm totally showing my age. I don't care.
Yeah, I love it.
I know, the whole
How do you get
set.
internet on the bus? You just go plug it into like a phone line?
I don't know what I'm going to do now.
Anyway.
No more dial-up.
No more dial-up.
Damn it.
But we do have the Judge and JD show filmed right here in Fredericksburg, Texas at Pioneer. And here we are.
All right, time for the Judge and JD show. Judge, episode 14?
14 already.
How many weeks is that? 14?
I think that's 14. I'd have to, let me do the math.
How many
on
months
that.
is 14 weeks?
I'd have to figure that.
It's episode 14, boys. I'll keep you back on.
Sweet.
1-4. All right.
What do we got today, JD?
We got Derek Spence coming in. I tell you
I like
what,
old Derek.
You talk about multi-talented, multifaceted. Is that a word? Is faceted a word?
Faceted. I don't know.
I don't even know what the hell that
Marty,
means.
help us here. Faceted.
I don't know.
Somebody look up faceted.
Fat what?
I like making up words.
Oh, God. I do too. But they're usually bad words.
Definitely multi-talented, as you'll see when Derek Spence comes in. And you and I are going to talk some community
stuff. There's a lot going on, and kiddos going back to school, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Wait. There's a lot going on? Where?
I
looked at the events for this weekend. Where's a lot going on? Other than come see Marty Friday at Pioneer Bar. I'll actually be working.
Well, we know next weekend the fair's coming.
Next weekend is going to be a big weekend. This weekend, it's school starting back up. Not a heck of a lot of events, but we'll be here to serve you if you come into town.
I did see a carnival, like those big trucks with the carnival rides and stuff.
That's the fair.
That's the fair coming.
That's the fair coming up.
Okay,
not this weekend,
okay.
Next
weekend.
I am petrified of those rides.
Are you?
Oh, I'm petrified of every ride. I'm a big chicken. I'm not going to lie. I'm a huge chicken. I don't get on rides, not even water rides.
You remember the Whirly Bird?
Oh, God.
They still have that?
Oh, yeah.
Bumper cars?
Yes, my favorite story, but this is probably the wrong segment, but I can't help but tell this one.
Go for it.
My good buddy Wayne Alberthal was at the bottom. They used to have a ride called the Zipper. It was like the scariest, biggest ride,
I know exactly what it looks like.
Several of us were on that ride, and as we're kind of coming around and looking down, you see Wayne there, and he's shaking kind of thing, and he had grabbed a hold of like the rail in front of the the ride, and there was electricity hit that rail, and he was sitting there shocking him, and we could see something's up, and we're yelling as it's going, Wayne. And Wayne's still alive to tell the story today.
Thank God.
He's still kicking, still living right down the road and delivering your UPS packages. So, Wayne, we say hello.
That's a shocking story.
That was shocking.
I mean, now I'm telling
JD, he's a quick one over here.
Oh, buddy. All right. We're looking forward to our show today, so y'all hang in there for the Judge and JD show. We're excited today.
All right, well, let's do a quick drawing real quick.
Oh, yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Hello. We got to
Somebody
give
wants-
away some free merch, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all about the free merch.
Where's the cap? I can't see it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's camo.
Oh, there it is.
Camo.
Yeah, Kristen wants to put that on you sometimes so she can't
Oh,
see
Craig won this one. Oh, Craig, he's one of our regulars, one of our cherished regulars. So,
you.
Craig.
Hey, Craig.
Way to go, Craig.
Craig, go Craig.
Congratulations. Appreciate you, brother.
Come back. Come see us soon. Ashley will get you a hat.
I know AOL and dial-up is now history forever. But I'm going to see if I can dial up Derek Spence!
The one and only.
The one and only. I thought George Strait.
pretty funny.
Is this George Strait?
No. Our bank accounts tell a different story.
You don't have 60 number ones?
No, not quite. I don't even have one. Top 50.
Derek Spence, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Judge and JD show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking
It's
the
my
time.
pleasure.
We know you're busy.
Nah.
It sounds like you got a lot going on these days.
Not this week in
Not in
Fredericksburg.
August. Not so much in August. August is pretty dead.
It is.
It is been kind
we
of quiet.
We were just
School
talking about that
starts.
back to school, this week. And
About as
Everything's-
dead as your ghost tours.
Yeah.
we pay her the big bucks. She's the comedian.
Yeah, she's pretty good. Pretty witty.
So let's talk about the ghost tour. So Derek owns the ghost tour in town, and you see folks literally
you get some
every
good crowds. I see.
We do, and it's
Okay.
I'd say it's seasonal, but it's just we get pretty good crowds all year. This year or August usually with the first week of school always kind of slows down, but it's coming up September, October. It's going to start getting really busy.
So how'd you come up with the concept?
Actually, so I love history, and a friend of mine here in town, Evan Archilla, owns a tour company and runs Longhorn Cavern State Park, and he said, Fredericksburg really needs a ghost tour. I said, yeah, man, you're right. It really does. So we both started doing some research and stuff, and then he got tied up with his state-run park, and so I just said, hey, man, I've done pretty much all the research. I can put this thing together. If you're still interested, I'll partner with you. And he's like, no, man, I don't have time. So that's how it all started, and that was in 2017, 2018, and came together, and that's when we opened it up. And we were rolling strong till 2020, and then COVID hit and kind of put us out of business for a little while. But we're back
Yeah,
up and
that
running.
wasn't any fun for a minute.
Not especially if you're in the music business,
Right. Yeah,
Too.
we're well aware. Yeah.
like me.
So how did you when you did the research? How did you come up with all the the different locations and
Yeah.
stories and
So-
orbs? I mean, we'll get into
Yeah.
some of those things, but
There's a lot of information, obviously, at the library. So a lot of my time was spent at the library researching some of these old stories, and then putting the stories together with some of the hauntings. So what you do, I mean, just so you know, I tell everybody when I give the tour, I tell everybody on the tour that every building on Main Street has ghost stories. Every single one has something that happens. Whether it's from the fact that the entire town's built on an Indian burial ground. I mean, for millennia, that's where they camped right here where we're sitting. And, right here on the creek. So, or two creeks. So anyway, it's putting the stories together with some of the activities or the paranormal activity that happens at some of these locations that we stop at. And so you pick out 10 or 12, and because there's so much, there's really a lot available here. And people don't realize, and if you look it up on the internet, Fredericksburg is listed as one of the most haunted places in Texas, which is kind of funny. And, people get some really interesting
they're friendly
photos.
drunk ghosts.
Yes,
but they like beer.
That's the visitors and tourists as well as the ghosts. Yes.
Yes.
But the best thing about a ghost tour is that I will say the ghosts, they work really cheap.
Yeah.
But they don't always show up for work. They're volunteer. So sometimes they do show up.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. You've had quite a few sightings.
Oh man, yeah, I've got all kinds of pictures and things, videos, people, especially when we go to the old jail.
Oh, the old jail. I've
Yeah.
never walked through the old jail. Have you ever been there?
Oh, I've been around it, not in it.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah,
I've always
so-
wanted to walk through the old one.
Yeah, so the Gillespie County Historical Society was kind enough to rent that to the ghost tour. So we actually go in it and do
nice.
Investigation at night. People get all kinds of, I mean, I've been in there many times at night where there's something going on. I mean, you can feel a heaviness. I don't think I've ever seen anything, but a couple of my tour guides have seen some apparitions, like actual apparitions. And people have taken some video and pictures that will blow your mind, that are inexplicable.
I've experienced a ghost. The radio station, KNAF, KFAN, was haunted.
I
It's
believe
not
it.
there anymore. Every time I drive by, I freak out. It's like leveled.
Is it leveled now?
It's like gone.
JD, are you sure that wasn't your reflection? I mean, I'm just curious.
In the glass.
In the glass. I mean, you are pretty pale.
But we had DJs that would, back in the day when we were playing 45s, this never happened to me, but I did have one experience, but they would lay out the 45s
Yeah.
and go out and get their coffee, and they would come back and those 45s would be back on the shelf.
That's crazy.
You know?
Yeah.
And one time, I was probably maybe 19 or 20 at the time. My job at the end of the night was to load all these reel-to-reels up because they played at night. It was like
Okay.
automated. It was one of the
Sure.
first automated systems in the world. Norbert
Wow.
Fritz pioneered a lot of stuff. He really
interesting.
did. But anyway, my job was to rewind these and reload them so they made it through the night. So I'm rewinding these tapes, and I look over, and you know those thermometers, the old metal ones? Mm-hmm. Here I am talking with my hands, but it was on the wall, and it was doing a perfect pendulum. I mean, it would go to the top,
Like a TikTok?
straight out, stop, come back, here,
Oh, that's
straight out.
wild.
Like it was like the blood. I got goosebumps just talking
That's
about
crazy.
the blood. I felt like ice was just flowing through my veins. So the first thing, here I am, a scared 20-year-old kid. So the first thing I did was like to see if it was the wind from the reels. I'm like, okay, it's got to be the wind from me rewinding.
Yeah.
But what was the freaky part
is
about
weird.
it was that it was a perfect.
Pendulum. Yeah. That is wild.
Straight out, you know. But anyway, but back to you. But yeah, there is
really
a lot
crazy.
of haunted places in
There's a
Fredericksburg.
lot of haunted stuff going on here.
Judge, you ever experienced any ghosts?
My only experience is we've got one bartender here that refuses to close by himself. He gets scared, so thank you guys for freaking him out a little.
Yeah.
Monty, be sure to put Alex on the
Oh,
last.
I am so giving Alex some
Yes.
He may have taken the tour at some point.
Yeah. If not, we need to give him the
Not over it.
So there's a ghost in Pioneer Bar then.
Apparently.
It's not
so.
a ghost. It's just me. They're just all afraid of me. Dang it!
If I were a ghost, I would haunt a bar.
Yeah.
You know?
I would too.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to your stories. I just had to share that one. But I guess there's probably a lot of people out there though that have ghost stories and things like that. And
Most
get to bring
everyone
these
I
to-
know, you know, everybody's got ghost stories.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know if they're spirits, you know, I think some of them are probably, but I know I've seen things that I can't explain. In fact, back there behind the Nimitz Museum once, can we tell this? I can tell it.
Sure. Oh
Okay.
yeah. No. Yeah.
This
tell
was
it.
before I even had the ghost tour, but my wife and I were coming home late one night from Llano, and it was President's Day weekend, so it was February. It was that Monday because kids were out of school. And we were driving into town, and it was 11 o'clock at night. It was 38 degrees, and it was misty. Driving back from Llano, I was thinking to myself, I really shouldn't be driving. It should be a good night to stay at home, but I had to get home. And as we pulled up pulled onto Austin Street, because, you know, locals don't go on Main Street. We stay off of Main Street. Go on down Austin Street. So go down Austin Street, get to Washington and Austin, right there behind the Nimitz. And there are two little kids sitting on the corner, right there. And I say little, they're sitting on the kind of the curb there, and their feet aren't even touching the ground. Like 4 or 5 years old, maybe. And they're sitting there kicking their feet. My wife's asleep next to me. And the thing about Austin Street, it's 2015, so back then there wasn't a lot of business there 10 years ago. Now there is. But it was dead quiet. You know, on a Monday night, the place was dead. There's no cars parked out there. There's nothing. Just that light hanging there still there, hanging at the intersection. And I see those kids there, and I think, well, that's odd. Maybe their parents weren't anywhere close. I didn't see any parents. So I thought, okay, well, it's a blind corner, so you can't see around the corner. Maybe their parents are standing on the other side of the wall there.
Right.
I'm talking with my hands too. And so I pull forward into the intersection, and there's nobody up there. And those kids are sitting there. It's a boy and a girl. And I wake up my wife and I say, Heidi, do you see those kids sitting there? She said, yeah, where are their parents? She wakes up, where are their parents? Yeah, where are their parents? So I just did a U-turn real quick because I started thinking, okay, has somebody drop them off here? You know, you just, as a parent, you think these crazy things.
Right.
So I just turned around, 3 or 4 seconds, just turned the car around there and shine my headlights right where they are. They are gone. And I get out immediately and walk up. They just flat disappeared. They weren't there anyway. There was nowhere they could go in that short amount of time. They were just gone. They were there and then they weren't. And they weren't like an apparition where, it's like you see through them. These were solid, though I couldn't really see their faces because of that light over their heads kind of silhouetted them. But they were definitely there and they were having a good time. They were goosing each other and playing and then they just disappeared.
Wow,
so,
that's
I don't know.
crazy.
It was crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was an interesting night. My wife doesn't like to talk about it.
But so what are some of the stops other than the jail on the ghost tour?
Yeah, so we start at the Nimitz and work our way. I mean, there's so many. We kind of vary it over the years. It's kind of varied, but we go to. We may end up going to the Albert Hotel. I'll find out next week. But we go there. They go to the Rathskeller because the Rathskeller is the old hospital, and Lukenbach store. It's the old Hinky Meat Market. It's haunted by a headless woman. Then the Elk store.
Which one? The headless woman.
And there's a headless woman.
Okay,
I got this one.
No, I got a picture of her. I mean, it may take me a while to find it, but there's a lady that took a photo and got a photo of what looks like a headless woman. I can dig it up. If you want. It's on the website.
Dang it, man.
Yeah, I know. It's definitely a headless woman. She's like holding a baby or something. And it's interesting thing is she was killed outside town by Comanches.
Holding her head, is she?
Now, she may be. That's interesting. I hadn't thought of that. It could be her head. It's definitely something.
Wow.
Yeah, man, it's a crazy photo.
And where's this one? I'm sorry. Where's the headless woman?
The Lukenbach store.
Okay.
Where the Hinky Meat Market.
Okay.
And we go to the Elk store, which is the old Shatter Funeral Home from 1868 to 1938. I think.
Dang, I just learned something. I thought I knew everything about
Fredericksburg.
Fredericksburg.
And that's where it was for 60 some odd years. And then from there we go, let's see, I said the Rathskeller, and go back into the alley, make our way to the courthouse. My daughter just sent me a really interesting photo. She works for the ghost tour. Someone submitted last week of the old courthouse, which is not a library. And there's someone peeking out the window at 11 o'clock at night. That's not, I don't know, maybe there's someone there, but if you'd like to see it, I could show you. You can zoom in on the camera.
Yeah, we'll get we'll get Paula.
We get Paula.
We can have Paula. Send it to me, and we'll have Paula.
I'll send you the headless woman too. I mean, I've got some really good.
Yeah,
pictures.
we got to see these.
And then we go to the jail, obviously. But I love history, so the way I wrote the tour was to make it more of a historic tour of town. And you had the ghosts, paranormal activity. I can't prove any of it. Obviously, no one can. But it makes it much more interesting, when you got some haunted stuff thrown in. And it's really hard to get, these 25-year-old, 35-year-old, I call them kids, interested in a historic tour of downtown. So, you throw in some paranormal activity, which there is, it makes it much more interesting. But everyone that takes the tour, they all and sends us comments, are always happy with the fact that they learned a lot. They learned 1,000% more than they knew about Fredericksburg.
Sure.
But between the time they started and the time they left, they know how it started, how it all began. We go through the whole thing.
I love history, in particular Fredericksburg, Gillespie County history. It's I would imagine that's a big part of it. Just
and there's so much. Absolutely, there's so much that I don't even know. And you don't really know how much you don't know until you start researching stuff. And you're like, man, I'm really stupid.
Well, I always talk about Moisbach too and the peace treaty.
Yep.
So they coexisted.
Yep.
And I believe it was the Comanches, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was
so
one.
So they drank beer and passed the peace pipe.
Did.
I always say they shared the peace pipe.
Yeah.
They shared the peyote.
There was a cold beer somewhere.
Whatever.
Might have been a warm beer.
And a warm beer somewhere.
There was a warm beer. I'm sure there was. Yeah, that peace treaty. So I found out later it was with one band of Comanches. So there were other bands and you hear later on in town, that was 1846, the peace treaty. little later on, they never attacked Fredericksburg proper, like they did Victoria in 1838, burned it to the ground.
Wow.
And they could have at any point, but they didn't, probably because of the peace treaty. But if you were outside of town, even a mile, there were a lot of atrocities that happened just, right outside of town. Mm-hmm. So the town really was a kind of a fort in a way. It seemed to be protected from deprivations by the Comanches at that time. But it's an interesting history, and there's a lot of debate about that. So
you both are right. The history.
The history's unbelievable here in Fredericksburg, and I think that's what kind of started it all. But there's obviously history everywhere, but Fredericksburg has a rich.
Absolutely. Can you imagine leaving so I'm looking at it from my perspective today. This is 1846, where you had to cross an ocean on a ship, leaving your home, leaving your family, leaving everyone, coming to Texas, which was full of Comanches and full of, when they got here, it was
Apaches too?
Apaches. Well, the Comanches ran the Apaches west. So the Comanches came in 1757, and then when they came in, they ran the Apaches out west. That's why there's like Ritos, the Mescalero Apache Reservation.
Back from there.
Yeah, it's washing away, unfortunately. But imagine leaving all your family behind, coming here, and then coming in at Galveston, and then you don't know where you're even going. You don't have a home to go to, and you go across the country, and you get to this place. These were really incredibly brave people. It's amazing what they were able to. A lot of them didn't make it.
Yeah.
It's really scary.
Well, I used to live over on Memory Lane over there by the old cemetery. Mm-hmm. That's back there.
Yeah.
And you just look at the little graves. Some of
the children
killed by the Indians.
Oh, yeah,
it's like,
hung by a mob. It goes on and on.
And people didn't live very long back then.
No.
You think about the diseases and things that they had back then.
Yeah, so cholera killed a lot of them. And that's what we talk about that on the tour, because cholera was...
What's it called?
Cholera. So it's a waterborne illness, and germ theory didn't even come about to the 1870s, 1880s. And so the people here, they didn't, they would, all the runoff from the main street would go into Barron's Creek and Town Creek, where they were getting their water, even out of shallow wells. Well, that's great in March and April when the streams are flowing. But what happens like now in August? Go look at Barron's Creek now.
Yeah.
It's a disaster. And they were getting their water out of that. It's stagnant. It's full of bacteria. And in fact, that's what killed the Comanches that they signed the peace treaty with. That chief, Santa Anna, he died of cholera, given to him by a German in just casual conversation, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh, so you could pass it.
It was highly contagious.
So you didn't just drink the water.
No, it was very contagious.
Whoa.
Yeah. People don't realize, every summer this happened, and up to 10 to 15% of the population of Fredericksburg would die every summer. People don't realize that. Yeah. Wow. So imagine 10 to 15% of your friends on Facebook. So you got 2,000 friends, 200 or 300 of them just disappear overnight. Mm-hmm. That's how it would happen every summer in this town for 30 years. So a lot of dead. A lot of death.
Yeah, and a lot of ghosts.
A lot of ghosts.
My mom used to say, though, when we said we were scared of ghosts or whatever, she goes, "It's the people who are alive you got to worry about."
This is true.
I agree.
She's true.
I love my mom, Rosie. I love
right.
you, Rosie. I love you. But yeah.
She's so true. It's so right. Yeah.
But no, that's it's interesting, and let's go on the ghost tour.
We should do that.
Anytime you guys-
I haven't done it yet, but
I haven't done it. I don't even know that much about Fredericksburg. And how many years have I been coming to Fredericksburg for?
You don't come now. It's too hot. Wait till the fall.
Yeah.
And let me know when you're. Obviously I'll get you.
Yeah,
on the
and
tour
speaking of that, how do folks get? Obviously, website. And things like that.
HauntedFredericksburg.com, HauntedFBG.com. I say FBG because it's Fredericksburg abbreviated. FBG. That's where you can get your tickets and things if you're interested.
And Paula will put something up online as well.
Yeah,
so,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'd love to have you guys come, all of you. Bring that. I tell people locally, everybody that's local, I want them to take the tour,
Yeah.
and I give it to them for free.
Well, I'm not local. I'm from Elgin.
Well, but you
I am local.
Local.
I'm local.
Yeah, she's local.
But I'm not local.
I just want people to take it because I want them to understand that it's not BS. We're not selling.
Well, it would just be nice to see something in Fredericksburg other than Judge JD and Pioneer. I mean, I love them. I do, but it'd be nice to
great.
just like, I don't think I've gone like more than a block radius. I
Yeah.
think I've been to
Oh, yeah, you need to get
Taco
out.
Machete
Yeah, it's
Tacos
about a
and
block
back.
away.
But
Well-
yeah, so you're all out there on all social media and everything, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Haunted
yeah, you know,
Fredericksburg.
it's crazy how when you live in a town, like the Nimitz Museum.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but I haven't walked through there since I was in the 7th grade.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's just,
And what
I don't know if it's human.
Well,
I guess
what
human
an
it
nature.
is.
place
or-
to have in a small community.
It is.
Yeah.
I have been through. I'm kind of a history nerd, but I mean, it's just a unbelievable facility.
I think we
to
take
have
for-
here, you know,
we
we
do.
do take it for granted.
We just take it for granted.
Well, yeah. Well, Enchanted Rock is always there, so you never go.
right.
I mean, it's always there. So it's like, what's the hurry? What's the urgency?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the deal. I get it. I'm the same way. We all are.
Talk about a landmark.
Fort
Not
Martin
a
Sky.
landmark, but whatever. Man, Enchanted Rock is just
Oh yeah.
enchanted.
Yes,
it
it's
is.
quite enchanted.
It is enchanted.
It's not fun to visit in August.
No, it'd be a long ways up that hill.
Oh man.
So, all right. Well, anything you want to add about the ghost tour? Because we're going to talk some George Strait here in a second.
Yeah,
So-
George Strait. Yeah. So no, I mean, just if you'd like to come on the tour, just go to hauntedfbg.com and check out the website, and you can get your tickets there, and go into the jail and take pictures. There's no telling what you'll find. Yeah.
Try to go into the old jail.
The old
Not the
jail.
new jail.
Go to
We
the,
need to go to the old
Well,
jail.
some of the people sometimes end up in the new jail.
Yeah, that's
They've
it.
been drinking a little too
We'd
much.
rather see you on a ghost tour than in the new jail. So stick to the old jail and don't
Yeah.
drink and drive.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Exactly.
absolutely. So Derek Spence here. He's one of the only George Strait tributes.
Yes.
He plays George.
I play
or He
George.
is George on the tribute. But you're not. There's not many people in the world who do this.
No, there's not, and I just kind of fell into it, but 10 years ago, and I've always been a musician and a singer and this and that. But moved to Fredericksburg, 1999.
I remember when you moved here.
Yeah,
we met. back
yeah, we
then.
did. We sure did, because
We
you were
jammed out
you were
a
in the
little.
Swingin' Richards.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Did you know the name of his band, the Swingin'
The
Richards?
Swingin' Richards.
Oh my God! Not for. Are you serious?
Yeah, man, they were a good band.
Oh, JD.
Condom. Our cards were condoms.
Are you serious?
I am serious. It was awesome. It was a good run.
That was really a good idea. That needs to come back.
But anyway, but yeah, we met and we jammed. And
Yeah.
that's back when.
That was in about
that's what I love
2000, I
about this.
think.
I tell Judge this all the time. It brings back all these old memories.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's back when we had a lot of different musicians. We would just
Yeah.
show up at somebody's house and jam.
Yeah,
I mean,
you did.
you know, and everybody formed bands.
Yeah, and there weren't that many then. There weren't that many around here. I mean, when Heidi and I, my wife, she's a singer too. We started singing at the Rathskeller back in 2000, 2001 as a duet. There wasn't any other music in town that I'm aware of. I mean, really other than the Sunday House, which y'all played at.
For a while, there was Steve's Fajita Bar.
Okay, see, that was before I got here.
Oh, was that before?
I would- it may
Oh,
have
that
been
was before then.
because I don't
Maybe I'm-
remember that.
And Gould's.
Yeah, I remember
Gould Station.
Yeah, Gould
But
Station.
and I've said it before, but I feel like Rudy Espinosa really
Yes,
brought
he did.
music to Main Street.
He did.
I mean, it had always been there historically, but sort of commercially brought
Yeah.
music to Main Street. And he's the one that came to me when we were putting this place together, and he said, "You've got to have music to it."
Yeah,
And
and they got it every day, just about over there.
yeah,
They sure do.
Yeah,
He-
you're
he
right.
was-
Rudy,
he was a
Rudy's-
he was a drummer in his youth, but he was just big on that.
Yeah.
He's like, "You've got to have music." So we did that here, and we
And now everyone
Look at the
Look
town now.
look at it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I mean, it was due. It was due.
So anyway, you said you not to get off the George Strait tribute,
Yeah.
but you said you kind of fell into it.
It
so
just
to
kind of
speak.
fell into it. So yeah, we were doing every weekend at the Rock Box then. I worked with the Rock Box for 5 years. Every weekend we did shows, and toward the end we came up with that with the Strait idea, and started marketing that, and it worked out. And then some people, a management company out of Houston, Texas, came and saw the show. They really enjoyed it. And said, "Hey, we can take this show on the road if you get tired of doing the theater thing." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty tired of it." And so, yeah, we started playing the Houston area. The band's based out of Houston, so all the players are in the Houston area. So most of my shows are in that area. But like Saturday, we're going to be in Weirsdale, Florida, for a show there at the Orange Blossom Opry, which is right in the heart of the Villages. So it's going to be a lot of, that's where the retired people from New York and everywhere else retire, and that's where we're going to be performing this. But we go all over, and it's been a 10-year run. I'm doing it. Am I slowing down? I'm slowing down a little bit because I've got 2 twin girls that are 15 and are about to be 15, and I missed a lot with the first 2 because I got 4 kids. So I missed a lot with the first 2 being on the road because we were on the road a lot from till COVID hit, and then it kind of slowed down. That's kicked me back up, but I'm in a position now where I can be a little more selective with what I do, and it's
And
a
you
good
do
place to
Willie
be.
Nelson?
Do Willie Nelson. Willie, I would say, no offense to George. I love George. He's, class act, but Willie's a lot more fun. George, you got to kind of be, you got to be in a kind of a box because you don't want to do it, like dishonor. Be like doing something disrespectful or saying something the wrong way.
Right.
With Willie, you can get away with anything.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
But with George, you got to be.
One of my favorite Willie Nelson lines is, "Pot has never killed anybody unless a 500-pound bale falls on them."
That sounds about right. I need to remember that for the show.
yeah, exactly.
That's good. I need to
So
start
can
looking
you
at
do
quotes.
a little Willie? I can't do Willie.
You just did it. It's it.
Just sing through your nose.
It's the way I work the
Whiskey
microphone. It's the way you work the microphone. It's kind of you got to do the nasal thing, but it's the way I work the mic that kind of gives the.
That's what she said. Sorry. I tried to keep that in. I'm so sorry. God
good.
dang. I'm so sorry.
Supposed to be a
She's
family
on a
show.
roll.
Family
I'm
show.
sorry.
So this is not a rated G one.
I know. I keep.
It's supposed to be for
They forgot to
everybody.
put the muzzle on my face today. That's all I can say.
Somebody turn her mic off.
I'm in control of that.
You can go rated R all you want. It's fine with me.
No. Let's keep it G. It's a family.
It is, okay.
So what are some highlights out there on the road, whether it's the Willie show, or the
He looks at me because he knows I'm giggling over here.
I would say one that sticks out particularly for me is right after COVID. So Texas was one of the first states to kind of, call BS on the whole thing, which it ends up kind of was. So, but we did a show in Navasota, Texas, and it was still in 2020. No, maybe 2021. March of 2021. And we did a show there. We were opening for Tracy Lawrence. And it was really the first big show that they'd done in that area. It was outdoors. People were still wearing masks. But we had like 9,000 people there. Now, it wasn't all to see us, obviously, because Tracy Lawrence was there. But just seeing those people finally unwinding and enjoying life again. And there was an energy that was like, oh, thank God. It's like getting a drink of water.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Yes.
That one definitely stands out. Yeah. That
From
was
being
great.
quarantined.
Yep.
Yeah.
We saw it
Here.
here in Fredericksburg.
Sure we
people
did.
were, when we were closed, banging on the window.
Yeah, grasping for life.
It was a
Give me some
unique
life.
energy, like you're talking about.
It was very
that
unique.
People had right after
Very palpable.
they had had enough.
Yeah.
They wanted to be together.
They wanted to enjoy life.
It's a,
Instead of this, whatever that was.
I hope we all learn something from this.
I hope so.
I hope. Yeah.
I know a lot of people that
I
haven't,
hope so.
but
I can tell you, people want to get together. My dad
Yeah.
told me a long time ago, in the bar business, he said, don't worry about it, son. He said, people go out and drink when they're happy. They go out and drink when they're
Yes.
sad. So it doesn't matter.
it's recession proof.
So we want to be together, and I just
That's
remember
right.
that energy. So it's funny.
That's
No. Fredericksburg definitely had it going on too, because so many of the bigger cities like Houston, and it really kind of changed the dynamic of the whole town, I think. Houston, Dallas, Austin. They were all, all the bars shut down. Or you had to remember the whole restaurant thing. You had to 51% food, and it was such.
At one point, we could sell drinks to go only.
Yes,
We were selling margaritas.
yes, out the door.
What I do remember, though, I was actually, it seemed, I was actually Ubering because I'm a transportation guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I was actually Ubering almost in the thick of it. It seemed like maybe 3 or 4 months into it,
People just wanted to get
people
out.
were.
Well,
Because
3 to 4
we
months
found a
into
lot of
here.
loopholes in town.
We did.
I shouldn't say we, but
No,
but I
some
felt
people
like
did.
I felt like people were coming here even during the, I say in the thick of it.
They
maybe,
did.
Maybe 5 months in.
Yeah. If
We
Fredericksburg,
were open.
yeah,
Or am I right or wrong?
No,
I mean, it's my mind.
we-
It's a blur to me.
If we could be open, we were
Yeah,
open.
but-
But I just
Yeah.
never had seen that kind of.
Yeah, and word got out.
Since we have not seen that kind of energy.
yeah, right. And Fredericksburg, I mean, word got out. Fredericksburg is open, and that's when all the young people started coming to
Yep.
town.
Yes.
You know,
Yep.
they came to party and stuff, and the momentum hasn't stopped really. As far as like, it used to be a community where people my age, or the 35, 40, 45, 55, would come to spend a weekend, quiet weekend at B&B. Now the COVID changed the dynamic a little bit. It's
Yeah.
a younger crowd.
There
now.
is.
Yeah.
There is. Even COVID can't keep the bachelorettes.
No.
Yeah, no.
We love our bachelorettes.
Yes, man.
We love our
They show up in
bachelorettes.
droves, don't they?
It
You
is
know,
fun.
I drive a lot of bachelorette groups around, and ladies, the ladies just do it. They know how to party better
Yeah?
than the guys do.
Well, I
Yes,
believe
they
it.
do.
I mean, just the way they do it.
Yes, they
It's-
do.
Well, they have a great
That's
time.
because
without
we're
them being
extra. We're extra, and you guys are basic. Okay.
there. That's so true.
But I mean,
That's so true.
They've got their
You're right.
stuff
They
together.
got their thing going on.
I mean, and they just, they got it going on. It's
Yeah.
fun, and we welcome them with open arms, glitter and all, right?
Glitter and all.
Glitter and
yes,
all.
glitter, the dancing, I mean, we don't even need a band in
Yeah.
here. They take over the stage.
Yeah, I'm sure. Carrie, do you have a karaoke night here?
Ashley has her own, what she makes
Oh, okay.
up every week, but no, we don't have a formal one.
I see.
We should.
Yeah, right here.
8 microphones, by the way.
Oh wow. 8 of them.
Well, it's been fun. What else do you got? Oh, you just said you just came off a flood relief benefit.
Yeah, so-
and I was going to say too, man, those memories of that flood just still haunt me.
Yeah,
They do.
I think all of us. I mean, I know for the first couple of weeks after that, I think all of us. I mean, the grief. You could feel the grief. You could feel it.
Did you see the list that came out this week? Just showed all of them. And it's like that list that passed away. It's
Yeah.
like that list just keeps going,
Going,
and
going.
going.
Yeah.
And,
I think there's still 3 missing.
I think it was 2 or 3.
I heard yesterday they were down to 2.
2, I believe. There was a
So-
list that came out that showed the 2, and then I didn't even count, but it was just.
Now our prayer
Yeah.
should be that those bodies are found.
Well, sure.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
that those families can get that.
They're
closure.
draining one of the lakes. I heard yesterday to look, and anyway, yeah. So we played this benefit, and it was kind of a last minute deal. We played at Kemah, down in Kemah, a place called Jackie's Brick House. We've been playing there for years, and we turned that into. The owner contacted us, said, "Hey, let's turn that into a benefit for the Kerrville Community Fund for the flood victims." And we did kind of a last minute deal, but we advertised it for about 2 weeks, and yeah, we had a great turnout and raised thousands of dollars that night. Kemah, people from Houston hear this, that may not like it, but in my opinion, Kemah area is probably the best. I guess it's easy to say from the outside looking in, but I love going to Kemah. Those people there are really, really good. They're all about helping each other out. Some great folks down there. There's great folks everywhere, but there seems to be a conglomeration of them down there in the Kemah area. So it was great. And then of course George came, and George did that benefit like a week later in Bernie, and raised $6.5 million.
Raised $1 billion.
Yeah, so
It
good
was
for him. I
amazing.
mean, God bless him for doing it. He
Absolutely.
didn't have to, but he's a class act.
Now
you
we
know.
just got to rebuild and be hill country strong, as they say.
Yeah, that's exactly. I saw the sign as I walked in. There's a sign out there that says Country Strong.
I saw your post too, where you saw the heart in the sky.
Yeah, wasn't that something? That cloud?
Maybe we
I
can pull
didn't
that
see that.
picture up.
Yeah,
too.
it's still on
Get us
there.
that picture, but it was a literal heart with the clouds.
Yeah, it was like a week. Well, not even a week after the flood.
right over the hill country.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of those. And then not even a minute later, it was gone. It was just that one little brief. Because
Wow, and
the
you
change.
captured
I
that.
just saw it. And I thought I got to get a picture. We're driving down the road, and I just caught it. I happened to be I was riding passenger that day. I guess my wife was driving, which is unusual.
I'm the same way.
Control freak.
I don't drive.
My wife is usually sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm not even backing out of the drive. I'm just put it in reverse. But anyway. Well, Derek Spence, thank you. Is there anything you want to add as we wrap? Thank you for coming on the Judge
Thank you for
JD
coming
show.
on.
No, guys. Thank you guys for having. I would like to mention that. So you mentioned the parade earlier. So.
The fair. The fair's
fair parade
next
coming
weekend.
up.
Fair's next weekend.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that.
So I do some work out at Fort Martin Scott, and one of the historic events that happened there is they had camels that would come through because of the lack of water on their way west. So we're supposed to have some camels in the parade coming up, and I'm supposed to be having one in tow. I may be riding one. I don't know. Maybe I'll get you up on one.
Okay. I'll get over the hump and
Get over the hump.
Yeah.
Is it a hump day? Or?
It is hump day, actually. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. That's funny.
But
No, thanks, guys. It's fun. It's a fun.
So
deal.
you're gonna be in the parade with the camels.
Yeah, if everything goes as planned, we don't get any more rain.
He's gonna work the pooper scooper
Yeah,
behind me.
just back to with the
He's
That's
gonna
probably
be-
what I'll be doing.
black stubble. Just
That's funny.
All right, Derek. Well, thank you much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Derek
Appreciate
Spence,
it. Thank
ladies
you.
and gentlemen, on the Judge and JD Show. You betcha. That's going to wrap up the Judge and JD Show. We want to thank Derek Spence. A wealth of information between you two.
man, I had no idea he was that into history. So we're gonna be good friends.
You guys are gonna be
I
good
love
friends.
history. I love to bore my wife with history. But
And I love the history of Fredericksburg.
it
too.
really is, and it's cool. There's a lot of it.
There
So,
is. There's a ton of it. Speaking of history, the oldest continuous county fair in Texas
Yes.
is coming
So,
up next weekend.
Yes. So if you're local, don't forget. If
Can
you're
you
not-
smell the funnel cakes? Go
Oh, I
ahead.
get funnel cakes and cold beer and all that stuff. But if you're from out of town, the fair is a great place to go visit. It's not your traditional, just little fair. We've got all kinds of things going on, horse races and that sort of thing. And
Don't forget the camels. Weren't there supposed to be
oh,
camels?
yeah, and we've got a parade on Friday morning. So
In the ag exhibits and
the
all
ag exhibits, and there's a million things. And if you see the gals that came to visit us, the Queen's Court, walking around, say hello to them, and come see us at the fair, though.
of course, the carnival midway.
Can't beat it. The town's just buzzing with excitement, and it's just a really fun time to be in Fredericksburg.
A lot of great bands starting on Thursday with,
La Tropa Mayor.
on Friday, Daryl McCall, and Saturday, Chris Cagle and the Eli Young Band.
Eli Young
and I get
Band.
to drive those Weinheimer Tours LLC. I'm driving the bands again this year. This will be
Driving
my,
the bands.
my
Hey, funny story about the Eli Young Band. I was getting
Okay.
a Manny Petty in Austin one time with a friend, the drummer, I believe his name is Chris from the Eli Young Band, was in a chair getting a pedicure, and he leans over and he's like, "Hey, so which one do you prefer?" And of course, me, high dollar, extra, like the most expensive one, duh. And, and he actually paid for it, and I never got to thank him for it. So, Chris, if you're listening to our podcast, about 5-6 years ago, you paid for my pedicure and my manicure. Thank you. It made me feel beautiful.
Thank you, Chris.
Well, JD might run into him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
give it
going to
a
see
ride.
him. I'm going to see him. That's right. Yeah. So I'll drive those guys around. I drove
See?
Joe Nichols, Easton Corbin, and all their crew. But anyway, so I get
Good
to
stuff.
do that again next weekend. So, well, thank y'all for joining us. Another fun day.
Oh,
Anything?
one quick one. So a tradition Kristen and Lauren, my sister-in-law, Kristen's sister, have done the last several years is the first day of school. We open the bar at like 7:30 in the morning, and all the moms come by after drop off and that sort of thing, come and go and just hang out and celebrate. So wanted to thank all the moms for coming in. I hope you had a great time, and we'll be doing it again next year.
I heard it was a huge success.
It was-
Mimosas for Moms? Is that-
Mimosas for moms. That's what we
Mimosas
call
for
it. I forgot.
Moms.
Mimosas for moms.
And that's been
uh,
a pretty good tradition here.
every year they stop
Dang.
by, and this is our 6th year. We've
Wow.
got
Yeah.
they come in. Some can stay, some can't. But everybody stops by. It's fun. So anyway, right here at Pioneer here in Fredericksburg,
Oh
Texas.
my goodness, Crystal Peak tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, that's
Hey, wait, tonight.
Where's my head? Crystal
almost
Peak
forgot.
tonight on this very stage.
Man,
I get to play some drum.
That's going to be about as Fredericksburg as it gets.
So that's going to be a fun reunion. Y'all come out tonight. We'll fire it up at 8:30.
Yeah.
In the pocket, another Longhenny boy. We got Stephen Longhenny, who was on the show a while back. Greg Longhenny.
Greg's on Saturday, right? Yeah. So we got good music, cold beer, good times, and we'll be here too. So come see us.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and return to see us next week on the Judge and JD Show.
One more thing. Please comment. Please comment if you can, especially comment on Marty's comments.